Hi, I'm Andy Foster, and I want to take just 2 minutes of your time to tell you about something really important that's happening right now. And it's going to affect each and every one of you. How do I know that? Well, it's because we're all consumers. Now, the UK's consumer policy touches all of our lives at some point. Whether it's about the rights that we have when we buy goods and services, or whether it's about the reassurance that we have knowing there are organisations out there like Trading Standards who bring to justice those rogues that set out to rip us off. Now, government are currently consulting on plans to change policy, or more specifically, the organisations that are set out to deliver it. Now, who delivers what is not as important as the outcomes that come from the new regime, which is why we want you to have a conversation with us. More specifically, a national trading standards conversation, where we want you, whether you're a business, a consumer, or a trading standards professional like myself, to tell us what you think so that we can shape our response to government, so that we can make sure we not only build something which delivers what it does now, but it becomes more efficient, more effective, and can stand the test of time for a generation. Now, confident consumers are absolutely crucial to our economy. Confident, savvy, empowered consumers demand goods which are high in quality and low in price. That in turn urges businesses to innovate. When they innovate, they create new jobs and new growth for our economy. Now, government are proposing these changes because of 3 reasons. First of all, they believe there are too many organisations out there with overlapping, non-complementary roles. And they believe that these proposals will reduce the complexity of the consumer landscape. Secondly, by devolving resources to trading standards, they will believe that trading standards will be able to mobilise this new resource where it's needed the most. And lastly, they believe the new regime will be more cost-effective. Now, government's proposals fall into 3 main categories. First off, consumer information, advice, and education will become the responsibility of the Citizens Advice Service. Similarly, consumer advocacy will also move to Citizens Advice, and responsibility for almost all enforcement of consumer protection legislation will become at the hands of the Trading Standards Service. Now, TSI have created some very simple guides to help you understand what these proposals mean, the pros, the cons, and the risks attached. But the answers to the questions we really want to know are: what are the challenges facing consumers over the next 5, 10, or even 20 years, and how do we overcome them? And what are the lessons we can learn from the past 20 years that we can build into the new system? And do the proposals strengthen or weaken the consumer protection framework? Now we want to hear from you, and you can tell us your views by joining our special discussion on LinkedIn or by contacting us directly, and you can find out how by looking at the special National Trading Standards conversation pages on the TSI website. The most important thing is that you have your say, because without your views, we can't shape our response to government. And if we get this wrong, then we risk letting down millions of consumers and businesses who are reliant upon us to get it right.